Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Tomcat Stitchery. I'm Whitney and it is getting close to the end of the month of May, which means we have a Sew My Style reveal video today. Yay! Those of you that watch the channel regularly know that I was one of the leaders for Sew My Style this month, and so I've had a handful of tutorials, three actually, of tutorials on shirt making. So button-up shirts were the theme, I guess you could say, of the month. We had two patterns. We had the Sedona by Designer Stitch, and then also the Novelista by Blank Slate Patterns. My shirt that I kind of focused on this month was the Novelista, but I have made both of them. I actually made the Sedona in April as part of my a module that I was working on. But I just kind of want to talk about both the patterns and then show you what they look like. Alright, so let's get started. I'll do the Sedona first and then end up with the Novelista, since that's the order I made them. Okay, so the Sedona. Now this shirt pattern is, number one, it has cup sizes, which is, you all know, I love a pattern that does cup sizes. It just makes those of us with larger busts, it makes fitting so much easier because we can make a shirt that fits us correctly in the shoulders and in the upper chest, so it's not, you know, shoulders halfway down your arm and that kind of thing, but still fits properly in the bust. So I made, oh geez, I'm not going to remember what size I made on this. I think I was in between a 3 and a 4, because she does her own sizing on this one. I was in between a 3 and a 4. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to do the D cup in a 3 or the C cup in a 4. And I think I ended up doing a D cup. No, I think I did the C cup in the 4. And actually, in hindsight, I probably should have done the 3 with the D cup. But I was a little, I didn't want it super fitted. I did want it tailored because this pattern has front and back darts. But I didn't want it super tight through my waist. And looking back now that I've made it, I could have totally gone to a size 3 and done a D cup and probably been just fine. Because this has plenty of ease in it. And it would have fit my shoulders maybe a little bit better. So these shoulders come off just a little bit. I mean, I love this blouse and this shirt, and it's going to get worn a ton. But if I were making it again, I think I would go down. Yes. It's all coming back to me now. This was April when I made this. But another plus of this pattern is it comes with different lengths, excuse me. It comes with a shirt, a tunic, a shirt dress, and then a maxi length that has kind of slits up the side. So, I mean, it's just got endless options. And then I think this one also has a short sleeve as well. I may be mixing that up with the Novelista. I can't really remember. But anyway, and there's a ton of options in this one. And as you guys, if you've been watching any of the videos in May know, I have done contrast fabric, and actually it's my Chi-Town chinos. It was leftover fabric from my Chi-Town chinos. But this is one of the things I love about sewing, is the customization possibilities. So I just used leftover fabric. I had enough fabric of this to do the whole shirt, but I wanted something fun. So I did the contrast on the under collar, so if I wear it popped, you can see the contrast, and also the inside of the collar stand, so you can kind of see it peeking out when I'm wearing it. I also did the placket on the sleeve. Here, let me fold that sleeve down. I did the placket on the sleeve and the contrast, and then the insides of the cuffs. I never wear my shirts with the sleeves down. I always roll them or at least pop the cuff up. So this is always visible, and I love that. And then I also finished off the hem with a piece of bias tape that I made from the same fabric, and so that same fabric is in there. As far as alterations to this pattern, I only shortened the sleeves. That was the only thing I did to it. I even left the body as is because I was just, I really wanted to be able to tie this shirt, and I find if it's a little bit longer, I can easily do that. Tie it with some high-waisted pants because I don't want my midriff showing. But I do like that look of it tied, and I definitely achieved that with this one. I made this in a linen because, again, it is structured and tailored with the back darts and the front darts, and I think that lends itself well to a more structured fabric like this linen that I got from Smuggler's Daughter. It's got a back yoke, and I think this one also comes with the option of a pleated back. So instead of doing the back with the darts, you can do a pleated back as well. I did the one with the darts because I wanted it fitted. Again, this is structured fabric, so I didn't want it too boxy on me. So I did, you can't even see, but I did, I did the fisheye darts there in the back as well. And again, yeah, there's waist darts in the front, and then of course bust darts. I just really love this pattern. I mean, it is your standard button-up shirt. It has a tower placket, which I love. That is my favorite. Those are the kind of plackets that kind of come to a little triangle there at the top. That is by far my favorite type of placket. You do need to watch seam allowances on these, on this pattern, because it changes throughout the shirt. She uses industry standards for the seam allowances, which is brilliant because as you're sewing along, you don't have to do any of the trimming. So for instance, the seam allowance on the collar and the collar stand are only 1/4 of an inch. So once it's sewn, you don't have to go back and trim. But the arm is 3/8 of an inch, the arm's eye, and then the side seams are all 5/8 of an inch. So you just need to, I mean, it states it throughout the instructions and everything, and it's written on the pattern pieces as well. So you just need to, something you need to pay attention to if you're not used to sewing that way. But it is, I mean, that's the industry way. Anyway, I'm over the moon with this shirt. I absolutely love it. I think I will probably at some point make the other versions. Definitely, I love a good shirt dress, so that will probably happen at some point here in the future. But yeah, it's just, I mean, again, I've been wearing this. This has been part of my modules that I've been wearing for Me Made May, so I've been wearing this shirt a ton, and I'm not getting bored with it. I love it every single time I put it on. Again, it's linen, and I just pulled it out of the wash. I wash these in cold water, and then I just hang them to dry. I don't put them in the dryer. Although before I sewed this up, I did put the fabric in the dryer just in case this would accidentally get thrown in the dryer. And I do need to press the collar because you can see it's like turning up a little bit. But other than that, I do not iron my linen. I love that rumpled look. I mean, if it were horribly creased, yes. But since I let it air dry, I usually don't have an issue with like deep creases. It just kind of has that rumpled linen look, and I love that. So yeah, other than hitting probably the cuffs and the collar with an iron, I'm good to go to wear this again. So yes, loved that pattern. And again, the cup sizes. I'm just such a big fan of those cup sizes. Okay, second shirt is the Novelista by Blank Slate Patterns. This has 2 views. I remember this one better because I made this one more recent. I made mine in a blue and white seersucker, which is going to be amazing for summer because it's nice and light and breezy. It's 100% cotton. And now that I'm thinking about it, no, I think the Sedona is the one that had an option of a pleated back or the fisheye darts. Now this shirt has 2 versions. It has the version that you're seeing here that's got princess seams in the front and also princess seams in the back with the yoke, and it's got a pleat in the back. Or you can do this really cool underneath the yoke, this crossover back, this back wrap. I'll pop line drawings up here so you can kind of see what I mean. Which I think is so cool and be so neat in like a silk or a rayon, something that's really, really drapey. And I played around with making that shirt, but in the end decided that I could use some more button-up shirts, and I wear them a ton, especially, I mean, even in the summer. So I decided to go for this version. This one also comes with a short sleeve on it that has a little cuff that's all really, really cute. It does not come in cup sizes, but her instructions in the pattern are amazing. She goes over how to do fit assessment, how to do an FBA with princess seams, which I did do. I did do a full bust adjustment on this. She lists the arm length on the pattern, the finished arm length, including the cuff, so if you need to shorten that. She has all the measurements. She even puts on there the bicep width that the sleeve was drafted for, which I think was, for my size, a 12.5-inch bicep, and my biceps are 13.5. So I went ahead and just did a 1-inch full bicep adjustment, and I have that video up on the channel for you. But she just has a lot of really good information that I wish all patterns had. Her finished measurements are real extensive. She puts on there, and I'm also thinking that maybe this is drafted for a C cup, because, and did I do a full bust adjustment? Now I'm second guessing myself, because I think this might have been drafted for a C cup, because I think she has your high bust measurement and a full bust measurement, what it was drafted for, and for some reason I'm thinking it's a 3-inch difference, which would be a C cup. I may not have done an FBA on this one because of that it's for a C cup. Why don't I write these things down? Sorry. But the instructions are extensive. There's just so many measurements listed down there, and it's just fantastic if you normally have certain adjustments that you need to make. It's got your standard colors, stand and collar, and I use same self fabric for this one all the way through. She does use, now with her placket, she showed it as a tower placket. I could not figure out how to do it that way, following her instructions with the placket. So mine basically turned into a continuous, because it's sewn, the first part is sewn like a continuous lap placket, which is what I just ended up doing. So it's basically just a strip that gets sewn to the cut edge and then folded over, and then on the inside you sew that at an angle so it folds over on itself. This is the way the Archer shirt by Grainline, the original Archer shirt, does the placket like this. So when it's shut, I mean, it's just, it looks nice and neat, but a tower placket's still my favorite. But yeah, but that one's fine. And I think that's it. Now this one I've noticed, I think it's really cute. I did shorten the body of this one and the sleeves. I did the bias hem facing. This one does not have as exaggerated of a shirt tail hem as the Sedona, but I still did the, I had some bias tape that I had made left over in my, just my stash that is blue and white, and I thought that would be fun on the bottom. But I love how this one really sucks in at the waist and then kind of flares out a little bit. I think it's really breezy and cute, untucked. I think I may have shortened it a little too much to be able to tie this one, but that's fine. It looks really cute tucked in as well. And it's a seersucker. Like, how is this not going to get worn a bajillion times this summer? With shorts, with white jeans, with skirts. And this shirt is going into the same module as well, or the same grouping as the Sedona. This is going to go into the module 3, which that lookbook will be going up. But yeah, I think that's about it that I have to say about these shirts. Again, both instructions for both patterns were phenomenal. It was my first time sewing patterns from both companies, and they were really great. I was very impressed with both of them, especially for a shirt. Shirts are can be very labor intensive and a little intimidating. I've made a lot in my day, but they really held your hand and helped you through all of those steps. So I would highly recommend, if you're wanting to sew a shirt, those are two fantastic, just traditional button-up shirts that, yeah, are pretty great. So that's all I have for Sew My Style. I will pop at the end of this now a montage of me just kind of twirling around in both shirts so you can see what they look like on. But let's talk, okay, so going forward, you're seeing this on Friday. On Tuesday, I was gonna have my swimsuits lookbook for you, but I'm still working on those. In fact, I got some suggestions for patterns from people in the comments that I've ordered, and I'm also waiting on the Friday Pattern Company. I did go ahead and buy that Sea Bright swimsuit, and I'm waiting for that printed pattern to come in the mail. I think it'll be here, today, the day that you're watching this. But I would like to get a couple more sewn up. I have 2 sewn up right now that I'm really enjoying, and I wanted to get a couple more sewn up before I do the lookbook. And I will be doing a sew along for that Lisette pattern. Unfortunately, I notice it's out of print now, which is, I mean, you can still get it on the Butterick site, but it is out of print, which is too bad. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the sew along for it. A lot of people said they already owned that pattern. So yeah, I will be doing a sew along for that, but probably won't be seeing that until maybe even the end of June. And I don't know if that pattern is if that suit will make it into my lookbook. We'll see, because I obviously will be filming the sew along as I make that suit. And I'm just getting into a really busy time with end of school. And I've got a couple of trips and stuff planned, just little long weekend type things for doctor's appointments and that kind of thing coming up. So, and my kids are gonna be home. So that'll probably most likely be more the end of June before that sew along goes up. But I will be doing a sew along for that swimsuit. And then also next week I would like, so anyway, I think I've got a surprise video for you on Tuesday, and I kind of know what I want to do. And then on Friday, my hope is to have my Module 3 lookbook up for you, and then I'll be finished with the spring. I called it a spring and summer module, but it's really more of just a spring module. And then we're going to be delving into just how I plan modules. We're going to be starting from the ground up, how I pick patterns, fabrics, color stories, and I'm going to be just really taking you all the way through the process as I plan my summer modules. And I'm doing one of those modules in conjunction with Minerva Crafts. I have been writing some blog posts for Minerva Crafts. Nothing's gone live yet. I think my first one goes live at the end of June. But I have been working with them, and so I'm going to be doing a capsule with using their fabric with this next one. But I'm also going to be showing you how I pull things in from the spring into this one as well. So the color story is not completely different. Like, I will be using a couple of the colors from this one as well. Just all about having an integrated closet. So that's all I've got for today, guys. I will see you all on Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful, for the U.S. here, have a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. It's a 3-day weekend, and so I hope you have wonderful time spent with friends and family. Remember why we celebrate this holiday, and maybe even get a little sewing done. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. I also wanted to say real quick, while you are doing any Memorial Day shopping, if you are in the U.S. or if you're not in the U.S., don't forget that our Smuggler Daughters code is still good for the rest of the month. So we still have over a week left until well, a little less than a week. No, a week from today, sorry. Left of May, and so that code is still good through the end of May, so through next Friday. So I will leave that information down below, don't forget, and that includes the steals and deals. You get an additional 30% off. 30% off is just a fantastic discount. So I will leave that information down below as well, and yes, I think that is all. I think that is all. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and comment below if you have any questions, and hit that thumbs up if you enjoy these type of videos, and now I will see you on Tuesday. Bye.